Good morning, and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. I'll get that right. Wow, right out of the gate in the first 6 seconds. Messed up the opening to my own show. Wow, ouch. Anyway, we are in the very, very light fitting clothing and light colored clothing, I should say. It is a scorcher out here, at 7:07. It's almost 80 degrees already, so you're in for a very hot one today. So again, definitely hydrate, stay very, very cool. Maybe go for a walk inside the mall, or maybe possibly head over to the movies. Could be a good option for some. Again, welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Don, your traffic jockey here in the driver's seat for a Friday morning. And from what I'm seeing, it's fairly light across the board. So that is finally drivers catching a little bit of a break for the morning rush hour. We are up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch this morning, trying the Twitch thing out again to see if we can maybe garner some interest there. I don't really know how Twitch, quite frankly, works, but we'll give it the old college try, as they say. We'll give it a shot. We are going to 8:30 here this morning. We have to set up for the NJ Morning Show once again at 9 o'clock. So spin over to the YouTube page or the Facebook page, NJ On Air. So definitely do that if you can. That's what we'll continue. I will continue the journey till 10 o'clock. But here we are going to 8:30 here this morning. Just have to, really, it's basically just to let the computer cool down, because this computer is surprisingly doing very well for the most part, being that the age that it is and so forth. So, but I just want to give it a little bit of a rest. It needs a break too. Maybe it'll unionize me. I'm not sure, but it definitely needs a break. So with that said, our sponsor this half hour is the wonderful, wonderful folks over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. I was actually there yesterday. And in fact, let's just show a couple of photographs here from yesterday's visit. I saw Ralph. He's doing well. He is, just extremely busy. Had just a couple minutes when I came in yesterday. So just, very, very busy. Lots of kids were out there trying to cool off with the wonderful ice cream over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. So let me see if I can find the pictures. Let's see some of the new photos here. There's one of them. Those are some of the toppings. We'll save that for the full sponsorship at 7:15, which is only like in 7 minutes, but we'll try to stick to some kind of a schedule. But here's the most important photo. There's Justin and Ralph. I met up with Justin. He's doing well. Haven't seen Justin in forever. So I was able to see Justin, saw Ralph. We should have taken a picture together, and I just didn't twice about that, but we should have. So there's meteorologist Justin Godnick from News 12, New Jersey, 12 Connecticut at times. Justin's doing well, and this is a picture of his lovely wife, Marissa, who's expecting child number 2. You wouldn't even know it, due in September, and that is his mother-in-law. And forgive me, Justin, it just escapes my memory of your mother-in-law's name. So if you're watching here shortly, please definitely let us know. Very lovely woman herself, and enjoying some of the great ice cream. Justin said he had the grasshopper ice cream. He said it was just amazing stuff. So there you go. Little family reunion for Justin and I. But anyway, I digress already. Let's get to the action here this morning. Let's bring on in, we will get to the weather. We know we've got a lot of golden suns there. Johnny is off here today, taking some well-deserved time off from the Tri-State Traffic Show, as well as his studies over at Rutgers University. So Johnny, enjoy. I believe he comes back either Monday or Tuesday, so we shall see. All right. As you can see, for the most part, we're doing fairly nicely here. let's go around the horn here, basically, as they say. And we go to the Parkway in New Jersey. We've got a broken down vehicle northbound on the Parkway south of 127. I think there's a camera here. Let's see what we got. Ah, there it is. Ooh, it's a bit of a precarious place. Um, yeah, be careful coming on the downslope here, heading north on that GSP. Right before 440. Yeah, that's a. There's not much of a shoulder there, so these cars are really coming close to this vehicle here. Wow. Okay. So be very careful there. Again, it's not going to be tying traffic up in any capacity whatsoever because there's barely anybody even out here. It's like a Saturday morning, realistically. We'll start in North Jersey, 17, 208 to 287. That is going to be moving well. So is Route 4. 202, that looks good. Route 80 is quiet. Patterson out through the Wayne area, and then out to Rockaway, Denville, Dover, Stanhope, Roxbury, all the way out to the Water Gap is clear. 206, 15, maybe heading up towards Stoke State Forest to try to beat some of the heat. 23, Hamburg, Wantage, all the way up to High Point State Park, heading up that way to the High Point Monument. Very cool place. Highly recommend if you're able to get up there to do so. Western Union County is fine. Central Morris is good. The Turnpike Parkway, again, all in great shape. Maybe a little crowding here, just getting onto the Bay Extension. But really, that's about it. Again, it's just a gorgeous morning to be out there. A Friday in almost the middle of summer. Weather is perfect. So, a little blip here on the radar eastbound on 78. Now, this is as you come in towards about is this exit 11? Yeah, by 11. Now, I don't know if it's coming through Jugtown Mountain. You know what? Let's do this. There is a camera there. I know that for a fact. So we go to Route 78. You can see how sluggish the computer is here. Hopefully, by the end of the year, we'll be able to do something with sort of new gear. Just kind of in a waiting pattern. It's a little slow through that long-term construction. And some of that may be some sun glare coming up Jugtown Mountain. So, yeah, just a little bit, unless there's something going on here. I see some flashing lights there. So I think it's more through that long-term construction than anything else along 78. All right, let's come back here to this. And then we take a look at the Parkway as you come through Monmouth County, 195, 295, the 29, I should say, is looking good. Everything down to the shore area is fine. Asbury Park, 33, Route 9, Route 18, 37, I should say, is quiet into Seaside Heights. So it is really quiet out here this morning. Route 9 Parkway, and I've probably just jinxed myself with saying that, but you never say it's quiet in the traffic business because then all of a sudden all hell breaks loose. But for now, we will go with that moniker down to Atlantic City. The Parkway Route 9 is clear. Somers Point, Ocean City, Upper Township, Sea Isle City, Avalon, Stone Harbor. This is just gorgeous here, this section. Route 9, 47, Cape May Point. Things are moving along at a good pace. Even 55, it's very quiet here. When 55 and 42, that there's nobody home. Lower Delaware River crossings are in good shape, and so is a little bit just a brake check here. It looks like, I don't know why, on the turnpike here, but as we drill down south, just before the bridge, maybe just a little tied up. Nothing terrible to write home about. Let's give you the update on New Jersey Transit now this morning. Again, temps are really off to the races here this morning, and lots of alerts here. What's going on? Rail weekday and weekend changes take effect this Sunday. So they're going to adjust the schedules across the board again. That's usually what they do. Atlantic City Rail Line subject to 30-minute delays both ways near, with signal issues near Egg Harbor City. I'm probably assuming that's the heat. That will be heat related. One canceled train here on the corridor. Coastline is good. Valley is good. Pascagoula Valley and Raritan Valley. Okay. Light rail, equipment availability. So a couple schedule changes there in the subway. River Line departure of Trenton is canceled. Mechanical issues. Let's check out Path. See what we're dealing with here this morning. Check that out in real time. Hoboken 33rd, Journal Square 33rd delayed. That is 11 minutes ago. Preparing for essential track maintenance between Hoboken and Christopher Street. We apologize for the inconvenience. So they're going to set up maintenance now. So that could be a little bit of a slow go. Go to the Hudson River crossings now, and on average about 15 minutes pretty much across the board. All right, so let's do this. Let's bring in the 7-day weather forecast. Again, as I mentioned, John is on vacation here this last couple of days of this week. So we will go with the numbers that Johnny has prepared from a couple of days ago, the 7-day forecast. So obviously looking today into the mid to upper 90s, roughly about 96, 97, about 97, 98 for Saturday. I think the worst of the heat will be on Sunday, and probably need to revise that number closer to probably putting $100 100 on the board. So putting a C note up there on Sunday, coming in probably going to be right around 100 for most places. And then a small cold front will come through on Monday, knock down some of the heat, but the humidity is still going to be with us at 90 degrees and 87 for Tuesday. So, that's we're just locked into a summertime pattern. Let's give you some of the observations here this morning, about 25 minutes old, from our friends over at the National Weather Service. And so we look at EWR coming in at 83 degrees, 73 at Gabreski, 77 in MacArthur, 83 at Kennedy, 69 in Somerville with some fog. Interesting. Bring up the radar there just to see if something was kind of picking up. Trenton, Mercer County, 75 in Fair. Let's go to the South Jersey, Philadelphia region. Lehigh Valley, a Fair at 73, so it's nice there, and out towards Bucks County. Philadelphia International coming in at 79. Mount Holly at 78. Let's go up towards Connecticut. Let's take a look at Bridgeport now. Sikorsky at 77. Mostly cloudy. Some haze here at New Haven Tweed at 78. 75 in White Plains. Let's check out my favorite reporting station, Monticello, coming in at a crisp, cool 65. Ooh, that's nice. Again, we're at a bit of elevation there. Poughkeepsie at 70. So the Hudson Valley starting off into the lower 70s, and obviously mid 60s there for Monticello. Let's check out the vibe in Cape May. We'll zero in a Wildwood at 77 and Fair. Atlantic City International, 77 and Fair. Again, these temperatures are about a half an hour old, so by the time we recollect them here at 8 o'clock, it's obviously going to be much warmer. Ocean City coming in at 75, and let's check out the East End. We'll zero in on Montauk at 77, 88% humidity, 73 at Gabreski, and 76 in Shirley. I just want to let's see. Okay, so about 1,500 feet. Let's see what. 1,800 feet in High Point. That's the thing. I don't think there is a reporting station in High Point. Like at the really where it should be is at the monument, and I'm very surprised that there isn't one. But anyway, I just need to do that for my own peace of mind. All right, so we talked to you about our sponsor here this morning, and that's going to be the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. And Anna says, Buenos dias. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday, Anna. Good morning to you. Vanilla Bean Creamery, once again, very hot place for some cool treats. Just super busy yesterday. As I mentioned here at the top of the broadcast, and Anna, you just came online here just a couple minutes ago, but I went up and said hello to Ralph. He's doing very well. He thanks everybody for watching the Tri-State Traffic Show and enjoying the sponsorship here for the Vanilla Bean Creamery. I also met up with Justin. I have a couple pictures here I will show in a moment, and his lovely family. So we talked to you about Ralph, again, just hitting home runs every time. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. 22 North Avenue West in Cranford, New Jersey, Union County, right off the historic Round Valley line of New Jersey Transit. You literally just walk right across the street, and you will be there at the Vanilla Bean Creamery. He has, let me show you some of the newer pictures that I took yesterday. This would be this one here. These are some of the toppings that you can put on some of the assorted ice cream. Also, this is that's the sorbet there in the top right corner. That's the blood orange, which I had some yesterday, as well as the peach mango. Delicious. Peach mango is that's my favorite, I think, is the peach mango sorbet. But the blood orange is a close second. That is really good too. Nice and light and refreshing. There's the party cake and the cookie dough. Oh yeah, doesn't it just look good? You can just dive right in. Oh, want to do that. There's the s'mores, the chocolate cookies and cream, triple strawberry. That is looking amazing as always. Let me show you. I don't know if you can really see them. This is some of the cupcakes there. It's a vertical picture, and I got the background behind it, but you can see some of the cupcakes there in the case. There's your delicious sugar cone with the chocolate dipped sugar cone, along with the rainbow sprinkles. And then that is your that is the Dole and the raspberry whip machine, as well as the soft serve ice cream. So great stuff here from Ralph. Once again, 22 North Avenue West to 908-272-3000 is the phone number, and there are the wonderful cakes that he makes. Again, those are those all occasion cakes, the classic ice cream cake for a birthday, anniversary, or just for a barbecue, or just because you like ice cream cake, right? So head out to the Vanilla Bean Creamery. Here's the picture of Ralph and Justin. Two of them met up and had a nice conversation. That's a great shot there. Got to send that over to Justin as well. And here's Justin's family. That's his wife on the right, his lovely wife, Marissa. They are expecting child number 2, and you wouldn't even know she's pregnant. She's due in September. And this is Marissa's mom. So just enjoying some of the great treats there at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Justin, I believe he had grasshopper. So good stuff there. Two ladies had a vanilla sugar cone. So awesome stuff here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Once again, 908-272-3000. Follow him on Facebook as well as on Instagram. Very active there as they post up different flavors. He said that he is going to be ending the Christmas and July flavors, the gingerbread, the hot cocoa, the peppermint bark, and the eggnog chip. That will be coming to an end next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend. So you only have about another 8 days or so left to head out if that is your flavor of choice to get that, because he's going to retire those until sometime in November, just around Thanksgiving time or so. So again, we thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's go back to our maps, shall we? We'll check out what is a fairly tranquil commute this morning. Kind of finally, right after the last couple of days, and it seems like it's always that way. We'll check out the city. This is the lower roadway of the LIE. We have a lane out of service here at the BQE. Let's check that out. That is going to be right in here. Right there underneath the call it a covered roadway. That's really what it is. So it's right in there. Just a little bit of a minor backup both ways of the LIE through Queens Boulevard, Woodhaven Boulevard through the fairgrounds is busy. Both ways through the Jackie Robinson, through the Kew Gardens interchange to Jackie Robinson, the Grand Central is fine. The Van Wyck, both ways at Hillside Avenue is busy. North on the Cross Island is a little bit slow between Sunrise Highway on up to the Grand Central. Then east on the LIE is busy into the Clearview out to the Cross Island. Whitestone up to the Whitestone Bridge is busy. Both ways of the Throgs Neck is a little sluggish. Same thing on the BQE into the Grand Central. Midtown Tunnel is maybe about 10. Same thing at the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. Your BQE is a fairly congested ride south of the LIE and the Kosciuszko Bridge. Fairly light here south on the FDR Drive. Just some crowding at the RFK, but that's about it. Westbound on the Cross Bronx, a little sluggish into the Bronx River Parkway. Same thing on the southbound Bruckner, but the Deegan is rolling along fine. A little northbound congestion past Willis, but the northern sections of the Bronx River Parkway, New England Thruway, the Bruckner, as well as the Major Deegan and the Henry Hudson are all fine. West side is going to be clear. Lower East River crossings are in pretty good shape. BQE a little heavy here at Adams Street, the Brooklyn Bridge. Then the inbound Gowanus is really just heavy here at the Prospect across the top of the world on into the Trench, and then the Belt Parkway is wide open through Brooklyn. Not much happening. Westbound a little sluggish here, just west of the airport, but that's it. And then Staten Island is going to be fine on the expressway, West Shore Expressway, Outer Ritz-Goethals, Bayonne. They are all clear. So again, it's a fairly tranquil ride. So far, so good here coming up on 7:30. Check out Long Island. We've got a broken down vehicle east on the Southern out by 135. The shoulder is taken out there. So that is still tying up traffic because it more than likely was taking out at least a lane until they moved it over. So it's right in the stretch here. So from about exit 23 through 28, it's going to run you about another 10 plus minutes or so there. Sunrise Highway is fine. Meadowbrook, Wantagh, 135 looks good. LIE a little busy here going west out by exit 39, but that's it. Even in Syosset at 135, that is going to be clear. Deer Park Avenue is good. Sunrise Highway is fine. The LIE, very quiet throughout Suffolk County until you get the Sunrise Highway. And what else is new, right? Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill on over towards Bridgehampton. All right, so we've taken care of the city and Long Island. Good morning, good morning, good morning. As I have to sit up properly, my posture is pretty bad in this chair. I don't know why. So where are we? It's a Friday. That's right. The collective feel throughout the entire universe, I guess, right? I'm not even sure. So where are we? So we have to switch over the banners here this morning, and we bring in Darley Newman here for the next half hour. Travels with Darley, proud sponsor of the 7:30 half hour of the Tri-State Traffic Show. And Darley is off in, she is in France, taking a river cruise. And as you hear the dogs next door going absolutely bonkers, which is just, So let me show you this here. This is from Darley's Twitter page. Tagged me in a couple of photos, and this is all for the live event that she is going to be doing. Let's see here. There it is. Let's bring this in to the fold. There we go. So she's doing this live event from Bordeaux, France with Uniworld. That's the cruise, the river cruise that she's on. That starts at 12:30, about 5 hours from now. So it's a lunchtime affair there. It's 12:30 here, 6:30 in the evening where she is. As they sail into Bordeaux. So it's a live Facebook. She'll take your questions, your comments. I know she likes to find out where a lot of the viewers are watching from. So it's a lot of fun. Lasts maybe about a half an hour, 45 minutes or so. So, if you have some time on your lunch hour or what have you, certainly join. She does a nice job, her and her team there, putting together the Facebook Lives. Maybe they'll interview the captain. I'm not sure who's going to be the guest of honor, so to say, for the Facebook Live. But nonetheless, you have to go to the Facebook page, Travels Darley Facebook page, and then you can connect with the program there. So a lot of fun for later on this afternoon. Actually, there's a couple pictures of Darley looking good there. She's in Emelon in Bordeaux winery, and another picture there for the views. Very nice. Other friends there. I think maybe Evelyn on her staff. I think she kind of runs the Facebook Live and does all the kind of behind the scenes stuff for her. I think she's also a researcher for Darley as well. Yeah, so I wonder if they're going to be actually on the river cruise on the boat, or they're actually going to be in the center of town, or maybe they're going to be walking around. So surprises to come, right? So definitely join Darley here later on this afternoon for that. So with that said, let's go back to the action and let's call up Connecticut now. See what we've got cooking here. It didn't look like much of anything at all this morning, but we investigate. But a crash here, 5556 on the Wilbur Cross. So that is going to be right up in here, past the Milford Parkway connector. And let's go to the cameras. I think there's a camera there. I don't think so. The Merritt Parkway, Wilbur Cross combination is really, really touchy with the cameras. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with because, a lot of the Merritt Parkway just cuts through the kind of like Black Forest in Germany or whatever. I mean, like it just goes right through a wooded area and the homes back up right close enough to the actual road. And I think it may be some privacy issues and things like that. They were afraid, the residents were afraid that the cameras were moving around looking at the homes and whatnot, but they don't, because that's not, the operators are trained to leave them on the road. So this is the northbound side of Wheeler's Farm. So you can definitely start you seeing the backup here into 56 with that crash. Unfortunately, cameras don't activate in real time, but again, it's just coming off the Milford Parkway, looking to head north into Orange. Give yourself another 10 minutes there. But 95 is good. Milford, Bridgeport, Fairfield Parkway, a little busy here south into 44, and then again from 41 out to 38, and then 95 is heavy here from about 17 down through 14. That's more traffic picking up in Stamford, 8 out over to 6. Let's take a look at Lower Westchester, north on the Hutch, a little busy here as you come up towards North Avenue. New England Thruway 287 is empty, so is the Tappan Zee Bridge. The Thruway is clear, 303. That is fine, 202. The Thruway is good, 17A. Again, all throughout Orange County is absolutely gorgeous here. Port Jervis, the Beacon Bridge. 84 in Brewster is quiet, so is 684. Katona, down through Bedford Hills, Mount Kisco, Brewster, Danbury, 84 is good. Southbury, Newtown, Woodbury, there is just not much. Route 8 in Torrington also is going to be a good ride. So again, we're fairly quiet pretty much across the board here this morning. Let's go back to the Jersey incident page. We'll check in. Oh, we have to do transit as well. So there's a broken down vehicle, 676 South, out by 76 in Camden. A lane is shut there. Let's just take a look at that. I think there's a camera. See if that shows anything. I don't think it's really be hard pressed to cause any kind of a backup this morning. Let's go to the MTA page. So we got some delays now on the subways. Southbound 1 train running with delays. Dress switch from Van Cortlandt Park, 242nd Street. Look for that. You may wait longer for an M train. We're running as much service as we can with the crews available. Alrighty there. You may wait longer for a G train. We're running as much. Okay, so crew availability there on the G. And we take a look at the R. Same deal there. Let's go to the rails now. Long Island Railroad first is good. Have some delays on the Hudson line. This is going to be 5 to 10 minutes because of signal issues between Yankee Stadium and East 53rd. Yankee Stadium, East 53rd Street, and Grand Central Terminal coming out of the Bronx. So, just be mindful of that. But, friends, it's a fairly quiet morning. So far, so good. I mean, yeah, really not a whole lot to complain about out here this morning. So, and again, that southern state, I think, is going to finally ease up here in just a couple of moments. So we're at 7:38. Again, we are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we are on Twitch this morning. Comment section is open. As we heard from Anna, good morning to you. What are your plans for the weekend? Let us know if you're going to stay down the shore or you're going to retreat and head north. As Justin was saying, he's a shore dweller himself. He's like, well, everyone's heading down the shore. They're coming away from it, retreating north to escape all the crowds and whatnot at the beaches. But yeah. So, friends, it's like I said, fairly quiet morning, not a whole lot of action here. So we finally catch a break, right? Finally, we catch a break, just a little bit of a break. So what I think I'll do right now is, we'll do a little shameless self-promotion, right? So we will go to the my page here. So again, there's our live program there. I don't want to click on that, and we'll get massive feedback. But please, if you know anybody who has not subscribed yet, please, if you could ask them to subscribe, that would be just amazing. Trying to push the numbers up to 100 by 100 shows. We're already at episode 54. So we got 46 more shows to put up 100 subscribers, which is like a pebble in the Atlantic Ocean compared to some who have, 8.5 million subscribers or even 500,000 or 200,000. It's just insane. But anyway, we're a small little station. We're doing the best we can, right? Out of my esteemed living room. But go ahead and, if you can, subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. And we're trying to do some other content like this Blazer video. That's doing real well. Almost 2,000 views. That's great. The Cadillac episode as well. No, watch a show from a week ago. Sorry about that. Cadillac episode is doing okay. Almost 460 views there. So yeah, that's the Tri-State Traffic Show. That is the YouTube page, and also we have the Facebook page as well. Go ahead and like and subscribe. That would be amazing. So this is Roadway Wiz. I've been in talks with Dan, who runs this. We're just trying to connect here about bringing Dan on for a little conversation. I mean, this guy loves roads much, or if not more than I am. I mean, you can see what kind of a what he does here. I mean, look, Hawaii highways. He just puts the camera in the POV section right there on right there in the front, and he just drives, and he does amazing numbers. I mean, he really has a very nice following. 17,000 subscribers. So that's awesome stuff. So Alexandra, before you go to Hawaii, maybe just take a look at some of these roads. Although I would hope that you're not driving and you just go for Ubers or whatever. So, but let's just show you a quick. I'm gonna get an advertisement beforehand. Now, so you kind of get an idea of what it is here. He just drives. You know, so you get a flavor of what's going on. So he's got full length interstates. That's incredible. He is definitely a traveler. There's no question about that. Kansas, I mean, he is just all over the place. He's got the playlists here. Let's see. Label them out. Streets of Manhattan, Arizona, Idaho, Wyoming, bridges in North America, Western Texas, Utah, virtual tours, Wisconsin, Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas, Northern California, highways. So done some extensive driving. I wonder what the mileage is on the car. But if you can, throw him a subscribe as well. Does a nice job, him and his team there at Roadway Whiz. All right, so let's get back into the weather forecast. We're going to do the 7-day weather forecast here. Again, as I said, John is on vacation today. He'll be back sometime next week. Hopefully, we'll be able to get him into the weather center to join us live here on the program. It's just hot. It's just hot, man. That's what it is. I don't know much. Don't really have much else to talk to you about other than that. You know, when you're at 80 degrees or 80 degrees plus at 7:45 in the morning, it's a stiff shot. So again, just be cool out there, stay well hydrated, maybe some Gatorade, get those electrolytes back in. You know, if you're going to be exercising, you probably should be out there already before it gets too bonkers later in the afternoon. Definitely bring along the heavy duty sunscreen, the hat, the whole deal. So maybe sit out by the pool or go into the pool, actually. Head over to the pool, catch some rays and cool off in the nice ice cold, crisp water of a pool if you have it. Down the shore, head to the beaches, Long Island. You know, only swim in the lifeguard protected areas. Although Long Island's had some issues with sharks over the last couple of days. So, you know, just be careful there. Just pay attention to the guards. But again, we're summertime in the tri-state. You know, what are we going to do? It's not much you can do. You're going to be looking for this weather come December when it's 26 degrees instead of 96 degrees. Everyone's going to be complaining it's too cold. So anyway, but 95, 96 here, pretty much uniform across the board. Maybe slightly cooler at the beaches, a little bit of a sea breeze. You know, maybe it'll knock that temperature down by 6-7 degrees, which in certain cases can be, you know, all you need, really. Still humid, sticky start out there into Saturday, about 97, 98. But Sunday, I think the crux of it really is going to crest there on Sunday, where, again, the 7-day weather forecast was made about 4 days ago. So earlier in the week, I should say, on Tuesday. So those numbers, I would say, are going to change. I would say there's probably a 100 spot somewhere, 101, 102 maybe. Air temperature, we're talking now, somewhere in the tri-state area. If I had to take a guess, maybe a bet, where would that be? I'm thinking we could hit 100 in Central Park, maybe 101, maybe inland New Jersey, maybe Trenton could be 102 or so, give or take a degree. Trenton. So, we'll see how it all plays out. But again, it's just going to be super hot. What's the difference between 98 and 101? There's not a whole lot of a difference in the way it feels on you. So just be careful out there. And then Monday, a little bit of a cold front kind of creeps on through, kind of brings the temperatures down about 10 degrees, about 90 and about 87 on Tuesday. So we'll start to cool off slightly for Tuesday. But again, this is our summertime pattern. All right, so that's a look at your forecast. I can't show you the temperatures because they're not updating here until about another 10 minutes. We'll do that right before the top of 8 o'clock here this morning. But this half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. Darley-Newman.com is the website. You can get more information. As we showed you her Twitter posts, you definitely want to head over there and follow her on Twitter as well as Instagram. She's extremely active. As we mentioned, we'll show you the Facebook information in just a couple of moments. Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman, Ovation TV's Journey, as well as PBS Create. So you, again, definitely like and subscribe to those pages, and you can catch the program Travels with Darley. Most of the time I see the program is on Wednesday afternoons at 1:30 in the afternoon on NYC TV, and then PBS Create at 5:30 in the afternoon or evening, really. So it's kind of a doubleheader on Wednesday with Travels with Darley. And again, go to her website for show location and time. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Darley's show, it's the first time you're joining us and not familiar with who Darley is and what kind of a program she produces, let's show you a clip from the current season that, well, she shows episodes from all of the 9 seasons, but this is going to be, let's see what we want to show you. We'll do the New York Empire State Trail in case that's something maybe you would be of interest to do during these summer months. So here's a little sample of Travels with Darley.
Hi, I'm Darley Newman, and we're in Albany, New York. We're exploring New York's Empire State Trail with locals as our guides.
Join me as we traverse this 750-mile trail, starting in Buffalo and ending in the beautiful Hudson Valley, not far from New York City. From craft beer and spirits,
120 proof smooth, right?
to Erie Canal history and culture.
The ingenuity it took to conceive this.
Right, conceived in the 1830s, built in the 1850s.
Prior to this canal opening, boats to get to the center of the country had to go down around Florida and up the Mississippi.
I've got a mule, her name is Sal, 15 miles on the Erie Canal.
We're diving into nature, heritage, and the arts
You're depicting a lot of history here, and
along New York's Empire State Trail.
where's Bob Ross when you need him?
That's just a little sample of Travels with Darley and PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman, and Ovation TV's Journey. So we thank Darley for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. Now, this was the program I mentioned before. It's on Facebook. This is live from a Bordeaux cruise, preview of a brilliant Bordeaux connoisseur collection. So join us. Let's see what she says here. Let's see. Join us for a once-in-a-lifetime preview of a Bordeaux cruise. This week we're traveling with Darley Newman. So, okay, this is really coming, I think, from the cruise company, not so much from Darley. But let's see here. Explored France. Let's see here. She's got a big audience here. The first one was just her own, but this is people who are from Uniworld Space who have taken these cruises are all going to join her. and the Tourist Information Center. So the Explore France live tour of the city of Bordeaux will be broadcasted. That's kind of weird. It's a European thing. I think it's just will be broadcast live on Facebook and darley-newman.com. Okay, we got that. So so it maybe is going to be a little bit of a tour of the city. Nonetheless, go to her Twitter page and you can click on the link that she put up, because it doesn't look like it's coming from the Travels with Darley Facebook page. It looks like it's coming from the Uniworld page. That's kind of where I'm seeing this populating from. So so go there, because it doesn't look like it may be on her Travels with Darley page, although it may very well be. I'm not sure, but I'm not signed in here, so I can't really go to search for her page. But anyway, that is the information that we have. Again, 12:30 Eastern time. For those who are watching worldwide, it's 6:30 in the evening for Darley and in France. So there's just a couple pictures of her travels here, literally. So let's get back to the action here this morning. And it looks like 78 doing what it does best. What else is new? You can't even catch a break on a slow morning at 7:53. Kind of just in a holding pattern here, really. I think it kind of comes down to that, which is fine. And there's still that broken down vehicle still taking out a lane. Let's quickly do this before we get back to 78. We'll just take a look to see if they've gotten any help to this stranded motorist on the GSP. Yeah, that's gone. It was right there. So that is out of the way. So let's close out of this, because we want to go back to the maps. So 78 is heavy here in Union. Let's do this. Let's go back to the cameras now. Jersey, we click on this. We got to go to 78. Where are we going? 78, Vauxhall Road. These are out of order. It's really Diamond Hill, Glenside, 24, then Vauxhall. And of course that one doesn't work. We'll show you the one at 24. So that's westbound coming towards us. So we get a little sluggish on the local side there as you come in towards Vauxhall this morning. And west on 24, where you lose the lane here. Yesterday we saw that construction really screwed up traffic getting all the way back to the mall at Short Hills. So, this is kind of what we see out there, getting it ready for the midday action. A little sluggish here on 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge. What else is new there? This is south on the eastern spur of the Turnpike. I'm surprised that could just be a little sluggishness out by 15X, but nothing to get terribly excited about. The Parkway here is a little crowded here over at the Bergen Tolls. All right, so let's do this. Let's go back to the cameras. We'll take a look at the Parkway out through the Bergen Toll Plaza. Let's see what we find. Showing a shot of a building. That's northbound coming towards us, so I don't really see anything there. I think it maybe just be south of that. And two cameras, almost two different places. One is lower, one is higher. So it's not really showing much of anything. So they're doing, I want to say that they're probably more than likely doing the concrete medians in that section, although I thought they already did that section. I could be wrong on that. This is at 55P, 55. So, come in Route 46, really, you may see a little bit of a tie-up. 17 getting into Central Avenue. Again, remember this evening, southbound here at Essex Street and Lodi, that's going to be shut from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. from tonight till tomorrow morning. That is for construction. So be careful. It's going to be a beautiful evening. A lot of folks are going to be wanting to get out and about. That could really start to stack up things here, especially when they first put it in place. You're going to probably see traffic back through Route 4 and the Garden State Plaza Mall. So again, just keep that in mind. All right, friends, let's do this. Let's come over to the Hudson River crossings now at 7:56. Again, we're going to 8:30. One, because I have to set up for the New Jersey morning show at 9 o'clock, and two, it's fairly quiet out here this morning, so under about 10:15 at best here. 10 for the Lincoln, 10 for the Holland, and a couple extra minutes there at the upper to the George, but nothing to get extremely excited about. Right? Let's see what we want to do. What do we want to do now? Let's check the temperature page here. I don't think it's updated just yet. No, there's a couple of reporting stations starting to jump into the mix here this morning. So again, look at Newark again. Look at Newark International, 86 already, 46% humidity. Although the humidity is really not that bad. Kennedy at 86, LaGuardia at 82, 80 in Central Park. Somerville is fog mist. I don't know where that's coming from. That's interesting. Interesting reading. Let's go back to the Hudson Valley now. So Dutchess County coming in at 77. Let's wait until the top of the hour till we get our reporting stations in. Reporting stations are coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, love boat. So to me, it's fairly dry. So I don't know where this fog is kind of coming. It's just settling in a little bit of a valley there out in Somerville this morning, but there is bone dry. So it is, again, awfully dry out here. Excuse me. I don't know if it's the humidity here in the traffic studio or whatnot, but ooh. So yeah, just be really careful out there as far as any kind of, if you're a smoker, just be careful when you toss those cigarette butts out, again, the lawns, I mean, everything is just a tinderbox here at this point. It's, the slightest little thing could, erupt a catastrophe. So yeah, so we got to be real careful. Really nothing across the board here at the airports this morning. So we are going to be in good shape as well. All right, so let's do this. Let me bring myself back on camera. Hi, everybody. Hi. Good morning. Thanks a lot for joining us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. 8 o'clock straight up now is our time. O'Donnell, your traffic jockey here in the driver's seat, very quiet driver's seat. It's kind of like we're on a little bit of cruise control and everybody's saying, kind of like, when are we going to get there? When are we going to get there? Right? Something of that nature, right? So, it is a fairly good ride here across the board. And again, we got these hot temperatures. Johnny is off on vacation. So I am filling in for my esteemed colleague, Mr. Jon Rocco. He will be back early next week. So hopefully we will connect with him for our forecast. But he has so graciously left us the 7-day forecast from a couple of days ago. So we'll show you that at 8:15. Again, a couple of housekeeping notes. We are going just till 8:30 so we can set up for the New Jersey morning show at 9 o'clock. Make sure you follow us over there on Facebook and YouTube. Again, that starts at 9 a.m. Now, we're going to put the co-sponsor banner up here as we always do on Friday. This is going to be both Darley as well as the Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery. CrimeForVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website for you to check out Ralph over in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, 908-272-3000. Make some of the best homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. And I will give you just a quick snapshot of some of the great ice cream that Ralph has. There's the cotton candy, the aforementioned cotton candy I was mentioning. The peach mango sorbet is in front of that. Those are your sorbets, the blood orange at the top right, and the lemon sorbet is absolutely terrific, very refreshing, especially with these hot temperatures. So now, speaking of the hot temperatures, let's do this. Let me see if I can. Let's see if our reporting stations have come in yet. No, not all of them just yet. Almost there. Another minute or so. I think we should be in good shape here this morning. So what is going to be a fairly quiet morning commute. Again, really not a whole lot of action out here. So we've done New Jersey for the most part. Let's head down the shore just to show you that there's not much cooking here on the Parkway. 195, AC Expressway, Ocean City, 55, 42. That is going to be in terrific shape. Let's do this here this morning. There's a couple of the reporting stations. Bridgeport at 80 already. New Haven Tweed at 82. Central Park at 80. Let's see what we've got for the Hudson Valley. Monticello, still that's an hour old. So Poughkeepsie, that's the freshest numbers there at 77. 77 WABC. Ron Lundy coming at you. Atlantic City Airport, 80. Belmar Farmingdale at 82. Ocean City at 78. So, you're off to a hot start when it's already into the lower to mid 80s. Certain areas around the tri-state. Let's do this. Let's give our city drivers a couple visuals here. We'll do our 9-box tour of the 5 boroughs. We start off in Staten Island. There's the SIE on the left at the Verrazano is clear. You can see that sun is high and mighty out there, so lots of sun glare. The West Shore over by Bloomfield Avenue, Highland Boulevard at Arden Avenue is going to be a crisp ride. Outer Bridge Crossing back to New Jersey is going to be moving fine. I'd imagine they may get a little sluggish later on today as folks heading down to the Jersey Shore. Staten Island Expressway at Clove Road, that is good. The expressway here at Richmond Avenue, eastbound heads away into Victory Boulevard. West Shore Expressway, Fresh Kills Creek is good. Victory at Jersey Street, things are fine. Let's go over to Brooklyn now. Check out the. No, I don't. What is this? Why does it have to bring this up all the time? Not interested in podcasts. Come on. Thank you. Oh, this computer is like on life support to begin with, and you hit one little thing and it goes kaflooey. All right, so let's see what we're dealing with now. So there's the entrance to the Midtown Tunnel. To the Brooklyn Battery, the Hugh Carey Battery. That's not even maybe 5-6 minutes. Belt Parkway, Bay 8th is good. Belt at Flatbush, things are fine. Can't even catch a break in the trench here on the BQE at Sackett Street. This is out at Atlantic Avenue is busy. BQE at Adams Street seems to be moving fairly nicely. Those 2 cameras on the left are old cameras. We go to the Gowanus here at the Prospect. That inbound side is fairly heavy. Again, what else is new, right? There really is not a whole lot you can do there. Let's go to Manhattan. We'll check out the vibe here this morning. Here. Let's see what we have. 7th to 34th is okay. 5th at 49th, it's empty. Is that a blue wrap Tesla Model Y? Looks like to me. That's the thing. I digress here for a moment. With Tesla, just some of the colors are just awful. Like there's nothing special about it at all. It's like very utilitarian or something. I don't know. Maybe people like that, but or to have a full palette of choices for my vehicle. Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge, lower roadway, maybe about 5 minutes at best or so here this morning. Maybe closer to 10 for the upper, but that's about it. I'm just waiting for the light to change just to see if that is indeed a Model Y. And there we go. Let's see. It's a Easter egg, rapid blue, grabber blue wrapped Tesla Model Y. It's kind of cool looking though. Look at this. Look at this. FDR Drive is like empty here at the RFK. Wow, you're in a summertime pattern on a Friday. Look at that. FDR Drive at 96th is good. FDR at the Brooklyn Bridge, things are fine. West Side, Henry Hudson at 125, 96, and West Street at the Intrepid are all in terrific shape. But let's go to the Bronx now. Dial in what we're seeing here. On the Bruckner at the Bronx Road Parkway is wide open. BRP at 174 is good. Still some congestion west in the Cross Bronx here at the Bronx Road Parkway. The Deegan out by Willis Avenue, that actually looks good. This is over by Webster Avenue. The Cross Bronx is fine. Henry Hudson at 232. And fairly congested ride here getting to the outbound side of the George. I'm wondering if something may have happened under the apartments because, and the Deegan at 230th is good. I'm highly inclined to think something is maybe has just happened because that should not be that heavy, especially dealing with volume and what we're seeing right now. So the let's see, the belt over by 158th Avenue is fine out in Jamaica, Queens, so no issues there. BQE here at Broadway, that's out of service. Grand Central 188, a little busy this morning. That's going westbound. Jackie Robinson and Forest Park Drive is good. There's the Midtown Tunnel. We'll say about 10 minutes or so. Van Wyck over at Hillside Avenue. I think that that's moving. It's not moving, but it's moving in the sense that the camera is operational. LIU ramp here at the BQE, that camera is out of service. So, we kind of have the idea here for what's going on around the five boroughs, which is really not a whole lot of action here this morning. Water. So let's check this out. Long Island incident page is clean and green. Hudson Valley incident page, let's check that out as well. Of course, there's always something. Another broken down vehicle on the spraying. What is with the spraying and the Taconic and the parkways in the Hudson Valley that just eats up cars? Spraying at Main Street, Greenberg, 684 southbound of Purchase Street. Ramp has a crash on it. Westbound 287. Sawmill is a crash. Thruway after interchange 18 in New Paltz. Watch for a crash there. Let's go to the cameras. Let's check up on that 287 because it didn't say if anything was blocked. It was going to be just in this area here. Let's see. See anything here at the sawmill? No. Okay, so really don't see much in the way of any backups because of said 287 crash. South on the Hutch, it's fairly crowded here. 7 Weaver Street. North Street. How many North Avenues, North Streets are there? Okay. That's a little bit heavy there. Out by Saxon Woods Park. So just be mindful of that. And this is that's North Street. This is going to be North Avenue. So that's a little bit heavy there again at North Avenue and North Street. Lots of everybody going north. So I think we may have an issue here in Connecticut because I'm seeing some slowdowns up by 16. I wouldn't be surprised it's a broken down vehicle or a crash of some type. And we got the wrong banner. So 8:11 is our time, friends. 81 degrees here in central New Jersey. see anything on the list, but to me, it seems like it's awfully crowded here. From 14 into 15. Here. Okay. South is heavy 8-6. This is heavy 16 down to 11. Some more delays getting into Fairfield by 22. The Merritt Parkway in Trumbull. We'll go into 44 is heavy. Then from 41 down to 38. 8 and 25 is a little bit busy in Bridgeport. And then we've got some delays here on 95. Again, 95 in Milford. Just some volume, I think. Maybe some folks trying to head north. Again, heading north here this morning into the Milford area. So watch for that from about, what is this, about Stratford, about exit 33 or so. Let's see. 32, 33 in that location. Yeah, up through the Milford area. So just a little bit of volume really is what it comes down to. But again, it is fairly quiet through all of the Hudson Valley. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. I want to zero in again on, we don't have any cameras there on 78. This is going west of, it's okay. Now there's somebody saying that there is possibly a crash there. Let's go back to the incident page. Likely it'll be on the local lanes of 78, but try that camera again. Sometimes it's just a matter of just sheer luck if that camera does work. Vauxhall. Let's see. I thought that was going to work. Let's see if camera 24 has got anything. I don't see anything there. It'll be right in here. It's a little bit further out, but yeah, at this point, I'm not picking up anything at all. All right, so let's go back to transit here as we come up on our weather hit. AC rail line still subject to 30 minutes both ways. Signal issues near Egg Harbor City. The rest of this is all their schedule changes. This is they do this a couple times during the year to adjust for ridership and crew availability and equipment and so forth. So they will be changing the schedules usually on Sundays, and that's exactly what it is this Sunday. Those first trains will be on a different schedule. So definitely check your timetables for your particular destination and your route. Let's take a look at PATH trains here this morning. General Square, 33rd. Hoboken World Trade, Hoboken 33rd, operating a modified 20-minute schedule for emergency track repairs. NJ Transit Rail will cross on our PATH customers at Newark, Hoboken, and New York Penn Station. So a little bit of a tough commute here. So probably good that Alexandra is on her PTO, or maybe she's worked it in where she's working from home on Fridays. So that would be fantastic. Again, this is for emergency track repairs. Now, whether this is, heat related, but like I've been mentioning, anytime you use the rails, the transit system, leave yourself some extra travel time because of this hot weather. Crew availability for the M train, posting up delays here this morning. Same thing on the G train, so look for that. Some delays here on the A train as they take out a vandalized train out of service in Inwood and 207th Street. All right, so 8:15 now is our time. Let's go towards our 7-day forecast again, provided by our meteorologist in training, Mr. Jon Rocco. So today, definitely another hot one in store, into the mid to upper 90s for today, closer to the upper 90 range for Saturday. Definitely getting closer to the 100 mark on Sunday. I wouldn't be surprised if we put up a Hyundai somewhere, maybe in Trenton or Edison or Patterson, inland New Jersey, possibly Central Park, put up a C note, but maybe slightly cooler at the beaches, probably not by a whole lot. What's the difference whether it's 90 or 100? I mean, quite honestly, I don't know how many people would really, I'd be hard pressed to find very many people that would that would go ahead and be able to tell you that it's only 91 and it's really 105. So anyway, we take out some of the heat a little bit on Monday with a potential shower and storm there at 90 and about 87 on a Tuesday. So hey, it's summer, it's July. What it is what it is, as my friend Hank McAllen so graciously say. So let's talk about the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. This is a great way to beat some of the heat, right? This is going to be just a fantastic idea. Head over towards the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. Located at 22 North Avenue West in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. And CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com is the website. As we've been showing you some of these awesome photos of some of the great ice cream. Look at that, just mounds and mounds and heaps of ice cream. The party cake, the cookie dough, the black raspberry, the strawberry, the vanilla, the chocolate. This is the grasshopper that Justin had yesterday. I'll show you a couple pictures of Justin in a moment. But has that quarter through the vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, absolutely just delicious stuff. These are some of the toppings here, kind of his toppings bar that he has that he'll be able to put on your ice cream delight. These look like Reese's Pieces. Looks like we've got some M&Ms. We've got some different colored sprinkles here, the rainbow sprinkles, chocolate sprinkles. Got this pink, this purple, this blue. This mixed bag here of blue and yellow. So blue and gold, I believe that is, I'm thinking, well, I don't know if it's true or not, but those are the colors of Cranford for the Cranford High School. For the Cougars are blue and gold. So that is in ode to a lot of the high school kids that Ralph has working at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Let's see what else we can show you. Here's another picture of some of the ice cream treats, the S'moreo, triple strawberry, chocolate cookies and cream. I mean, just amazing stuff across the board. These are some of the different kinds of sauces that you can put on with the different toppings here. The strawberries, who's got the walnuts. So yeah, a little bit for everybody here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. This is some of the cupcakes. Wasn't the greatest picture, wasn't the greatest photography on my end, but you kind of get an idea of what some of those look like. This is the sugar cone with the chocolate dip sugar cone with the sprinkles on it. And that is your Dole Whip and the raspberry whip. I was trying to see if somebody was going to get one while I was there to get a picture of it, but I guess the timing just didn't work out. And he also has that delectable soft serve ice cream as well. So now, as we mentioned, Justin, a big-time supporter and watcher of the Tri-State Traffic Show. There he is with Ralph. Went in and said hello, said he saw this on the Tri-State Traffic Show. So, Anna, if you're going to head up there, maybe with your daughter, so you can get a picture with Ralph. Ralph will be signing autographs. He's going to have his own little autograph session because actually he was on News 12 yesterday, completely unrelated to Justin's visit. So Ralph is a popular guy in the ice cream space and in the TV world. I think Ralph needs his own podcast from the ice cream shop, right? We've just come up with something. I don't know. If I could, maybe we should take the show on the road to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, right? Because he's definitely not open from 7 to 9 in the morning, and do a little live remote right from the creamery. I really have to think about how I would be able to do that. Not quite sure, but I digress. Anyways, there's my good friend Justin, and this is his part of his lovely family here. That's his wife, Marissa, on the right, and Marissa's mom in the center. There's Justin with the grasshopper, and they had the soft serve vanilla ice cream. So they are absolutely thoroughly enjoying. Justin just could not stop saying how nice of a guy Ralph is, and how amazing the ice cream is. Just was raving about it. So again, as I don't take my word for it, take Justin's or whoever, but Ralph gets rave reviews for the ice cream at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. We thank him so much. Again, 908-272-3000 is the phone number, and follow him on his Instagram and Facebook page, as well as the website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. We also want to do a secondary sponsor, since we're going to be wrapping up the broadcast here in 8 minutes. That would be Travels with Darley. Thank Darley so much for being a proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. So again, watch her on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. So now let's talk to you about the Facebook show that she is doing. Now, I just found another link here. Let's see if this brings me to the same page. It does. Okay. So let's do this. Let's bring this back on screen. And we bring this back on. I will start my camera again. There we go. So follow her on Twitter as well as onto Facebook, Travels with Darley. I'm sure it's on that page. I can't search for the page because I'm not signed into my Facebook account here. But anyway, she's very active on all social media. So go follow her on Instagram as well as onto Twitter and also onto Facebook. So this is the program I was mentioning. So at 12:30 this afternoon, in 4 hours and 7 minutes, Darley will be broadcasting live on Facebook from Bordeaux, France. I'm not sure whether she's actually going to be in the town for a little bit of a tour or actually on the river cruise, because that's what she's on, is a river cruise, filming season 10 or Travels with Darley. And I don't know how about a fire roasted booze laden French specialty, gâteau à la brioche or à la broche. I don't know what that is, but it certainly looks good. It almost looks like pancakes stacked up on top of each other. So go find out 12:30 what that's all about. So again, follow her on Facebook and also onto Instagram and Twitter, and you'll be able to go ahead and call up that program. And there's Darley with this great view of Bordeaux, France. I wonder if she'll ever put out a companion photography book or a photo book, because she takes some really amazing pictures and all the different places that she's at. And now she's there at a winery with one of the owners of this winery in Bordeaux. So, lots of fun. If you're around at 12:30, please go ahead and join the broadcast. All right, friends. So we're here at 8:24. We're still looking at delays here, Weston 78 and Vauxhall and Union. But other than that, it is a really quiet morning across the board, although is something popping up here on the Parkway now. Sluggish here at 136, but nothing being reported. The Turnpike, all your shore points are going to be fantastic this morning. We head into the city. Again, just some general morning sickness here on the BQE up to the Brooklyn Bridge in both directions. The Van Wyck at Hillside, eastbound on the Grand Central is going to be heavy here this morning as you get out through the Clearview out to the Cross Island. Same thing on the LIE. People looking to getting out of town, out to the Hamptons. Southern State both ways at 135 is a little slow. But other than that, Central Suffolk County is good. The ride into Southampton is heavy. On Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, East Hampton is going to be a very slow ride. Let's take a look at southwestern Connecticut now. It's still fairly busy here in Milford out of Stratford, and I'm not quite sure why. Okay, now we're just getting word of a potential crash there. So let's do this. Let's go back to the incident page. I knew there had to be something going on because there shouldn't have been any kind of volume, but at first I was thinking maybe some early getawayers. Is that a word? Getawayers? I don't know. North on 95, 33, 34. The right lane is shut. So let's just see if we can see anything with the cameras here this morning. So that would be what we do see is heavy delays in Stamford going south into 9. Let's go to camera page 5. Aimed a little high there. 4. Let's see. That's back at 32 heading north, and the left is heavy. There's the crash there, here at 32. So only the left lane looks like it gets by. Well, it depends if this, they don't update in real time for some reason. So yeah, so we've got that crash there. So that's why we're dealing with our delay here in Stratford from about 31, 32 into 33. South on the 8 and 25 is busy here at 95. And then 95 north is really busy, exiting there for the 8 and 25. Could be people looking to get out of town as well and head north into beautiful northern Connecticut. Little backed up here into Fairfield, with the Merritt is fine through Trumbull and Fairfield. A little heavy here, 41 down to 38, and then from 15 down through 11. And then from we'll go 10 all the way over towards about exit 6. The Hutch here this morning is fairly crowded as well, into North Street and then again up to North Avenue. Something's going on here on the Bronx River Parkway, it looks like. At 233rd Street, there's definitely something going on there. That should not be solidly in the red as it is. So that's north on the Bronx River Parkway, just before the Yonkers line this morning. I think as you pass the Bronx Zoo up that way. 287, Tappan Zee Bridge is good. Thruway, Woodbury, Goshen, Middletown, 84 across the Beacon Bridge is quiet. So it's 84 down into the Brewster area. 84 in Danbury is good. Waterbury, 684, Brewster, Katona, Yorktown Heights. All is clear into Golden's Bridge. All right, friends. I think that is going to do it here for moi here in the traffic center on this mid-morning time frame, coming up on 8:30 on a Friday. So we thank everybody for joining us here this morning. Everybody for joining us all week long. Really great support here. Again, subscribe to the YouTube page, Tri-State Traffic Show. Same thing onto the Facebook page if you can. Like and subscribe there to Tri-State Traffic Show, I should say. Yeah. We want to thank our sponsors, Crime for Vanilla Bean Creamery. Ralph doing an awesome job. Great ice cream. Love the pictures there with Justin. Glad the two of you were able to connect there for just a few minutes. Also Travels with Darlie, again, 12:30 this afternoon is her program on Facebook. So go to her Facebook page, go to her Instagram page, go to her Twitter page, and then click on that link that you saw me click on for the Facebook Live. Again, that starts up at 12:30. So a lunchtime affair coming to you live from France on a river cruise sponsored by Uniworld. So I'll definitely join her for that. Very interactive. It should be a lot of fun. So now we're going to wrap up things here this morning. Again, just stay cool. Just try to, stay in air conditioning because it's super hot out here. This entire weekend is probably going to be the hottest weekend possibly of the summer, of the year. We'll see how things play out for August, because August is, an awfully hot time as well. But as you get in towards the mid-August time frame, we start seeing sunsets around 8 o'clock. We lose about a half an hour worth of time or so. It kind of makes things a little more difficult maybe to get towards that 100-degree mark, but we'll see how it all plays out. But again, just be careful out on the roads. Again, leave yourself some extra travel time on transit because of these hot temperatures, again, with potential for signal issues anywhere to be found. So with that said, have a fantastic Friday. Let me just click my banner here. Have a fantastic Friday and an awesome weekend. We'll see you right back here on the Tri-State Traffic Show Monday morning at 7 a.m. Also want to thank Jon Rocco for the great forecast here for this week. And we'll see Johnny back in the Weather Center sometime early next week. So with that said, have a fantastic weekend, everybody. We'll see you